We now have Al Gore being thoroughly discredited, being unable to prove anything in his book in a court of law. And now we have NASA, the Goddard Space Flight Center, having one of its scientists going out there and preaching this. Now, how is the Goddard Space Flight Center involved in this, and why, as a government employee, is this guy out there pushing a political cause?
Well, he's still out there pushing a cause because you can't fire someone whose cause is politically correct, and this gentleman's cause is certainly that. If he were saying the opposite, I assure you he would have been long gone, because he has been saying that George Bush muzzled him. I'm not talking about the current president. I'm talking about the first George Bush.
The one I worked for.
Yes. He said he muzzled me. Then he was fine under the next administration when it did warm. And then he said the next George Bush muzzled him while he was giving 1,400 interviews and the planet was cooling, the atmosphere, which matters. So he's an activist. He's the world's leading climate scientist, we're told. He's an astronomer. Whether you are qualified, by the way, is driven by whether you agree. It's just like the playground.
We can see that in the United Nations, too. But this guy is
the
he
Goddard
a
Institute of, he's an astronomer,
okay,
the Goddard Institute of Space Studies, and after the most recent space shuttle disaster, particularly, he has retooled his office to ride the most recent gravy train of science. I quote a scientist in my book in 1990 telling other scientists, saying, do not kill off this golden goose. You will not have seen the money that comes your way ever again. And he was right, and they listened. They have not killed off this golden goose.
Now, his name is Hansen, right?
This gentleman's name is Hansen.
He's out there spreading this as if it were gospel. He's using, effectively, his taxpayers' salary to go out there and